We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Another day in paradise out here. Oh, let's pick a class. Let's pick something. Late models. Late models are racing at Port Royal. 305s and micros are racing at Lanier this weekend. Dirt minis at Limaland. Interesting. 358s at Lucas Oil. That could be interesting. I don't own Millbridge, so I don't really care about that. Where are the modifieds racing this week? Or are we just like straight up not doing modifieds this week? What? We better be doing modifieds this week because I'd be mad if we weren't. All right, race guide. Show me. Show me all the cars that we're racing this week. .358 modifieds. Here we go. Lucas Oil Speedway. Okay. Almost had myself upset right there. It's gonna be pretty pissed if there was no modifieds. I guess we got to find something to join right now, though, to keep ourselves busy until those get started up. I don't know. I guess we could show out with the 305s. See what kind of notifications we got. Nothing too important. Who's my one viewer? I see you creeping in there. Drop a comment. Oh, look, now they tell you little hints. The wing can be moved forward and backwards at any time while on the track. Good to know. I kind of did know that, but it's nice to have somebody tell you. First things first, we got to go to options because I screwed up a couple settings last time around. Need to go to my controls. Tear off visor. Bam. Is that right? Oh. Oh. Interesting. Ah, there we go. That's the one I want. The first things we got to do is relax that steering box. is just too much for me.
Car stop down low. Go high. That was your fastest lap of the session. Slow car down low. That was your fastest lap of the session. Inside, clear inside. Car 6, just set the fastest lap. 12.487. You've got wheel damage.
Things are weird, man.
Car stop down low. Slow car down low.
Things are weird because like counter steering is like kind of a no-no. Like you don't really want to do that
Low car up high.
as much as you can avoid it.
Go low. You've got wheel damage.
Well, Skippy was being all flippy. It threw me the fuck off. Diamond, I thought you were bowling today. Did you come to join me just because you love me?
Car 6, just set the fastest lap. 12.429. Go high. New fast flat for you. Inside. Clear inside. Inside. Clear inside. Car stopped up high. Just set your fastest lap of the session. Car inside, clear inside.
Really hard to ride the cushion around this place. Especially when the cushion's way up there and the track flattens out at the top.
Car inside, clear. Inside. Clear. Slow car down low. Car stopped up high. Car stopped up high. Car stopped ahead. Go high. You've got wheel damage.
Yeah, I'd like to stop the car so I can reset it. I like how they still have the like starter sound effect. Like we're using electronic ignition or like electronic starter to actually start these cars. When everybody knows that these things are push started.
Slow car down low. Go high.
Come on, stop already, damn it. What's going on, Shoky Shoke? Oh, perfect. They're going to give us a nice and beat in track.
Slow car down low. You just hit the fastest lap.
The only car on the track, of course, it's the fastest lap.
Just set your fastest lap of the session. Go low. Car outside. Clear outside if you want it. Car 7, just set the fastest lap. 13.492. You've got wheel damage. Car 10, just set the fastest lap. 13.43. Outside. Practice is over. Head on in. Slow car down low.
You guys are straight up dumbasses. This is gonna be a great race.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap. You have about 5 laps of fuel left. One more lap. All right, there's checkered flag.
Ooh, slider lines are gonna be popular. Slider lines are for sure gonna be popular. This track is slick, slicker than snot on a doorknob. I just pray to God that some of these guys that are ahead of me, like Richie, Jacob, Robert, and Michael, I am praying to God they know what they're doing, because if they get tangled up, any two of them get tangled up, we're all going to be a part of it. It's not too easy to get away from things on this particular race, especially with the track being as slick as it is. Lanier, where Georgia does NASCAR, and yet it's such a small track with a small set of bleachers and a ton of parking, tons and tons of parking. So I'm gonna run away from some of these guys. I think if I can get this thing figured out, I'll probably run right away from Brian, maybe even John. But like Christopher, Harry, Ronald, and Colby, I mean, they're not even gonna be a part of this race. I don't think they're gonna sit so far behind. Although I mean, that's all circumstantial, right? I mean, Michael and Robert might get into it, and then that's it. It's all over for pretty much all of us. You know, if you can't get out of the way of the mess, then everybody's kind of over with. Might have to do that again because it's linear dirt qualifying, so that might mean that I have to change it again when it goes to linear dirt race feature or just linear dirt. Oh, we'll see what happens. Come on, Colby, wrap it up. Yeah, identical to linear dirt, so we gotta go back into the garage. I hate that 9 to 1. 10 to 1 is gonna be where we gotta be. 9 to 1 is just
You'll be lining
too
up on the
flinchy.
inside. Closed. Pit road is closed. The estimated SOF is 723.
Gonna dial in a little extra wing because we're gonna need it. This
It's
place is
competitive out there. Head
slick.
down, stay sharp.
Actually, gonna dial in all the wing we can have. Maybe not all, but most of the wing we can have because I mean we're gonna kind of need it right away. Being as slick as it is, people are probably gonna be sliding all over the place. Are our leaders just like choosing not to join us today? How many laps we got? 30 laps on this race. It's gonna be forever. It's gonna feel like forever for me. It's gonna go by pretty quick for you viewers at home. Come on, guys, where are you? Everybody else is here. Guess we decided the answer was F them. We're going without them. I don't usually try to heat the tires up, but in this particular instance, it might be for the better.
One to go. Next time by.
I like how the tires were clean until we started moving. Now everybody's tires are filthy. Truth is, when the track is that black, like got that much rubber in it, your tires would pretty much be clean the whole time.
Going green. Pace car is off. Green flag, green flag. Outside. Keep low. Outside, clear. Outside. Outside is clear. Car outside. Clear outside if you want it. You've got wheel damage.
Oh, I bet. Just like that. That's as quick as it can go away.
All the damage is repairable.
Oh, I bet it is. So what's interesting about these sprint cars is nothing's actually bolted together as far as like a lot of the suspension stuff. The front axles, even though they're solid axles, they actually have pins on them. And so what's kind of handy is they can jack up the front of the car or shit, things light enough. If you got a strong enough like power lifter, so to speak, they can pick up the front of the car and then unpin the four or five pins that actually hold this thing into the front end, pull out the entire front axle, slam a new front axle into the front of these things, and then you're ready to go again. Just like that.
Okay, punch it. outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there.
Shit, fuck.
Clear. You've got wheel damage.
It's okay. A little wheel damage ain't that big a deal.
Car stop down low. Go high. That was your fastest lap of the session. The leader is coming up on you. They're not A5. Just set your fastest lap of the session. Just set your fastest lap of the session. The car in P7. Just set the fastest lap. 13.503. The leader is coming up on you. They're not A5. Outside. The leader is running. 14.086. Outside is clear. The car behind is pitting. Go high. That was your fastest lap of the session. Go high. That was your fastest lap of the session.
That's crazy, because I'm cutting so much power just to keep this thing straight around the corner.
The leader is running. 14.49. The leader is coming up on you. They're not A5. The leader is running. 15.146. 10 to go. This time by.
I like how he said 10 to go, but my HUD says 6.
Slow car ahead. Car stopped up high. Go high. Car inside, clear.
Thought you said we was clear.
2 left to go, 2 to go. You've got wheel damage. Go high.
Well, I'm not pitting this thing again.
Last lap. Inside, clear. Car outside, clear outside if you want it.
Hell or high water, I'm finishing this race.
You've got wheel damage. There's the flag.
Jesus,
It's
guy,
over.
the race is over.
You've got wheel damage. Good job. Very good job.
Was it though? It didn't feel like a good job. It's one of the reasons why I don't necessarily like sprint cars is because they're fragile and then they're erratic, and then especially when they throw us on a track that's like all torn up like that. Like as if it couldn't been any harder. And I still don't understand why they put a 9-to-1 gearbox in those, and then also run a 12-inch drag link. Like I would think that they would want to relax that a lot more than that, require you to put a lot more steering input than that. I mean, maybe people with different wheels have different experiences that way, but I don't know. It seems like a lot. Hell yeah, I have wheel damage, Clova. I always got wheel damage. I got brain damage too, but the spotter won't tell me that. He's got to remain professional. This ought to be fun. Nice little 3/8 mile, 358 modifieds. Looks like some tight corners too, so that could be interesting. Ooh, this track almost looks wet. Well, shit. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. I'll probably still be on. What the hell is going on here? This is Lucas Oil, but it feels suspiciously like Weed Sport. Alright, guys, stop running the top. I'm trying to enter the fucking race.
Car stopped up high. Go low. Car stopped up high. Go low.
This is weird because it's almost a wide the fuck open track, but it's not quite a wide the fuck open track.
Car stopped up high. Car stopped up high. Car stopped ahead. Car stopped down low. Slow car ahead.
Feels like there's more banking on the straightaways than there is in the corners.
Slow car ahead. New fast flat for you. Car stopped up high. Go low. Car up high. Car stopped up high. You've got wheel damage.
Oh, whoops, sorry. Did I fuck up your practice?
Inside. You've got wheel damage. Clear inside.
Oh, whoops, sorry. Assholes with no patience. If you're gonna pull onto the track, just like pull onto the track or like wait to enter. Don't just fucking wide open all the way out of the fucking chute.
Outside. Clear up top.
So strange. It's like downhill into the corners.
Car inside. Still there. Inside. Clear inside. Car outside. Outside is clear.
Oh shit, that's not what I wanted.
Inside. Clear. Car inside.
It's so weird. You do all the things that you think are right to try to turn the car early. And it just doesn't want to turn. Like I said, it feels like a wide open track, but it's not.
You've got wheel damage.
Super tacky too.
Car stop down low. Car stopped up high. 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 Slow car down low. Car stopped up high. Slow car down low.
This track's gonna be a lot of fun if it doesn't slick up, I think.
Go low.
Except for that guy. That guy might be a problem. Because I'm not the only person he's ran into, and I don't know if he's doing it because he thinks it's fun or what his problem is exactly.
Inside, clear, car inside, clear. Car outside, keep low. Clear. Car inside, keep high, clear. You've got wheel damage.
Not the only person he's wrecked. He keeps bumping into people. I'm telling you what, he's going to end up getting disqualified. If this was a hosted race, I probably would have ditched him by now already, but this is not a hosted race, and I don't have that kind of power. Thanks, friend. Kind of wanted to get spun around.
Got wheel damage. Car stop down low.
I hope he's not in my fucking racing session, because that'll be a pain in the ass. I sincerely don't want to deal with him. I don't even remember what his number was. Not that it matters, it's going to change anyways. This is what I was talking about earlier. I don't know if I showed this to anybody else. Every time you go from your practice to your race, or from your race to your qualifier, and from your qualifier to your feature, you gotta adjust whatever things you changed every single time. For a while, it was getting good there, where you didn't have to bother with all that crap, but Brother Man is right. This dude, I don't know, he's a freaking weapon out here.
16.132.
This track looks slick already.
Slow car ahead. Car stop ahead. Slow car down low. Car stop down low.
Problem is it doesn't readily look slick.
Just set your fastest lap of the session. Slow car down low. Slow car up high. Outside. Outside is clear. Car 5. Just set the fastest lap. 15.946. Inside. Clear inside. Car outside. Clear up top. Car outside.
This dude again? He is going to be in my race session. Fucking bastard. Hope he qualifies like garbage, because he's an ass. Who the hell is this guy? Number 6. Corley Ulich? Unfrickin' believable guy. I think part of the issue, too, is that some people recognize that this is just a video game, so they realize they don't have a penny invested. As far as the car itself, I mean, obviously they're invested in the game, but
Green flag. Green
as
flag.
far as fixing broken parts, not a penny invested.
One more lap. There's the flag. It's over.
This is the only time I actually get any decent practices during my qualifier. They changed the track so much and people underestimate it. Like I said, this track, the tacky condition versus the slick condition doesn't look that much different. And if you're not paying attention, you might go out here assuming that this track is tacky, only to find out it's slipperier than ice. Seems like they've added potholes to this game too, which only adds another layer of interest. I hope a 16.311 is good enough to get ahead of Corey, because man, that guy is trying to ruin people's racing sessions, I think. And not in any obvious way. I mean, it just seems like he's just racing, but man, he's doing some things where it's just like, you know, it's like, what are you doing, guy? I don't know if he just doesn't understand the cars yet and is just trying to figure it all out, or what his problem is, but all it takes is one little goof up in this, on this track surface. It's all it takes to put you up into the wall. It's crazy because just when you think he's got it under control, man, all of a sudden he gets all kinds of crooked. It's like, I don't know, dude, do you got it or not? Oh, good, we're ahead of him, and by a little bit too. We got a little bit of cushion, maybe. Although I guess technically he's starting right behind me.
You're on the outside this time. Pit
Hopefully
road
that
is
won't be a
closed.
problem.
The estimated SOF is 812. A lot of opportunities today. Head down. Pick your battle.
Hopefully whoever's behind him or next to him and around him can keep him entertained enough that he won't be a problem for the rest of us. That is assuming he joins. He might not join. I don't think he's in here yet, so it's possible.
Waiting on the final car to grid.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe he is right behind me. I guess that's everybody because they're creeping ahead. This ought to get entertaining, that's for sure. The group we've got here, how slick the track
One
is.
to go, next time by.
How starting on the outside sometimes is interesting by itself.
About to go green, stay focused.
The two leaders already have 6 incident points with as many times as they've run into each other.
Be ready. Left up 2, carbide. You had the position when the yellow flag came out. Catched up, 1, green, green, green. Catched up, 1, car.
We've decided to go racing, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Car outside. Outside, clear. You're in 4th position. That was your fastest lap of the session. The leader did up 16.415.
It's great. Well, the rest of us are struggling to keep the car underneath us back here.
Outside. Outside, clear. Outside. Clear high. Car outside. Go low. Clear outside if you want it. Car outside. Outside is clear. Slow car ahead. Slow car down low. Car outside. Clear high. Car outside. Outside is clear. Outside. Clear. Outside. Outside is clear. Car 1 has taken the lead. The lead is considered 16.26.
I don't know how people have the balls to run
Go
up way up
high.
there on the top like that in these super slick tracks.
Outside. Outside. Clear. Outside. Clear up top. Inside. Clear. Inside. Clear inside. Car outside. Go low. Outside is clear. The leader just did a 16.491. To go this time by. The leader is running 16.339. New fastest lap for you. Slow car ahead. Slow car down low. Five to go. We are where we expected to be. Slow car down low. Slow car ahead. Go high. You're back in fifth. 2 left to go. 2 to go. Slow car down low. Go high. White flag this time. Slow car up high. All right, there's the checkered flag. Good job. Very good job.
Ooh, you gotta woe it up so much for these corners when it's slick like this. Holy cripe. I wasn't so sure there a couple of times. Man, my iRating keeps just like falling apart. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Hmm. Gonna have to hide this from you guys. I'm sorry. As much as I don't really want to. Dum. How interesting. Yeah, sure. Go to this scene for now. So I added a couple of tracks. I just bought them. It was like 25 bucks, and I got paid today. So F it, you know. All four of my viewers, can I just get a comment in the chat? Ask me a question. Just say something. I see all four of you in there. What up, Icer? I'm doing good. How you doing? My day was all right. It was busy. I put in a tenner today. Woke up at 4 this morning to go to work, which is crazy because I literally work like 30 minutes from my house. Uh, yeah, yeah, 4 is early AF, especially for working, like I said, literally 30 minutes from my house, not even 20. Um, but it's hunting season, and so I've been trying to get some of that hunting in, and because I'm salary, I can kind of flex my hours around, and that's kind of what I'm doing is I'm trying to um, build up a little bit of a budget of time so that I can kind of maybe leave early someday, maybe leave or come in late, maybe even. So I can do things like that on a salary. You're planning on hunting next year? It's good, man. It's a good sport to get into. I only really got serious about it a couple years ago. I've had a lifetime license since I was like 12, but like I don't know. I was just busy, I had other things going on. I was actually racing at the time, so it's like work on the race car, go hunting. It was kind of a tough call to make. You put bait out last week? Um, I'm not going to make any assumptions about where you live, but just make sure with your state regulations that bait is okay. Cuz sometimes it's like a no-no. There's a 6 point that you want? That's good, man. Honestly, so if you're looking at it through a picture, I don't know if you deduced that it was a 6 point or if somebody told you. But if you're looking at it at a picture, you just got to be careful because sometimes, or not necessarily careful. You might surprise yourself because sometimes what looks like a 6 point might actually be counted as an 8, especially with the brow tines. Should we join Point Royal with only 6 minutes to figure out how to race it? Good, man. Good. I hope you get that 6 point. Oh, you're able to bait during bow season. Okay, I got you. Just make sure you get that shit cleaned up before gun season if you have a gun season. I know some states don't allow it. The food plot or the private hunting property that I hunt on, I actually set up a food plot. So they're over there. They're chilling and eating my beets and my alfalfa, and I guess it would be turnips, not beets. But yeah, they eat the food over there. Next year, you got to look into all that, like the regulations around gun season. I mean, yeah, I mean it's valuable information to know. A half-mile track with some long straightaways and some tight corners. This could be interesting. Yeah, like I say, as long as the DEC is okay with you doing whatever it is that you're doing, I mean, go for it. All I'm saying is check and make sure. I'd hate for you to get in trouble over something as simple as that.
Car 1, just set the fastest lap. 19.023. Car 2, just set the fastest lap. 18.873. Slow car down low.
Well, this track is going to be 110% about straightaway speed,
Just set your fastest lap of the session.
and it broke my steering right off of the bat. What a pain in the ass. Yeah, man, no problem. I mean, it's always important to make sure our fellow hunters and our fellow friends are just making sure they're doing everything right. Like, I don't know if you have a lifetime license or if your state offers that. My state does, so I've got one. But like, I mean, they could pull my lifetime license for something like that, and I'd really be upset if they did something like that.
Slow car down low. Go high.
Man, this track is weird.
New fastest lap for you.
You want to drive this bitch in there real deep.
Slow car down low. Car stop down
It's
low.
almost like the car is tight,
Go
but at the
high.
same time, it's almost like it's loose.
New fastest lap for you. Go high. Slow car up high. Slow
This
car
feels
up
like
high.
it's gonna end up
Slow
being
car
a
up
one-lane
high.
raceway,
Car
which
stopped up high.
kinda
Go low.
sucks.
Car stop down low. Car stop down low. Go high.
This would be a really fun track for modifieds, I think.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
A lot of steering input for what little bit of turning is actually going on here. I tried to reset it in time, but you didn't really give me a whole lot of time to try. So salt licks, by the way, little thing about salt licks. The best time to put out a salt lick is actually way before they even start growing their antlers. You want them to find it about the time they start growing their antlers. The biggest benefit to a salt lick is it gives them the minerals and nutrients that they need to grow nice big horns, nice big antlers. So if you can set that out there like way super ahead of time, and I'm talking like March, that's actually ideal.
Slow car down low. Car stop down low. Inside. Still there, hold your line. Clear. Low car up high. Go low. Car outside. Clear outside if you want it.
So this time of year, when the antlers are grown and you're already looking at your trophy buck for the season, um, mostly what they're going to be looking for is not salt. It's going to be like, I mean, maybe a little bit of salt to try to replenish those nutrients they lost by growing their horns or their antlers. Um, but food plots are going to be a big thing. And if you can be anywhere near acorns right around the time the snow falls and starts covering everything up, again, I don't know how much it snows where you live. Um, but like acorns and stuff that they're going to find in the winter is where you're going to want to be. Doesn't snow at all. Okay, so you're just gonna want to be around a food plot of some sort, then I would imagine. This is the hardest part about racing on a new track like this. You have no idea what to expect when it finally gets slick.
Clear outside. Outside. Still there. Outside is clear. Car 6. Just set the fastest lap. 19.726. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
And now I can't carry enough straightaway speed to actually put it in the corner.
Car stopped up high. Car stopped up high. Car stopped up high. Car stopped ahead. Car 2. Just set the fastest lap. 19.594. Just set your fastest lap of the session. Car 5, just set the fastest lap. 19.437. Go high. Practice is over. Head on in.
This is gonna feel way more like a go-kart race than like a proper, I don't know, late model race in my opinion, I think. Well, the difficult thing is like I was saying with the track, it's like they put us on this practice surface that was super duper tacky, you know, and it's like real easy to race on because the track had a ton of grip. And now we get to our, you know, our race session and the track is slick all of a sudden, and it's like, now we all get to figure out what that's like, you know? This thing is so wobbly down the straightaways, I don't really understand that. Of course, anytime I've ever raced late models, they were wobbly down the straightaways. Just never really mattered because the straightaways were never this long.
Alright, there's checkered flag.
It's like the fucker wants to pull to the right down the straightaways for some reason. I really don't like that. Steering offset. Let's reduce that. Maybe that's part of our problem. Back to the 10-to-1. Make the car less twitchy. Maybe that's part of our issue too. So just for the record there, Icer,
Line up on the inside.
I'm from the Northeast, so I'm up here in like New York, Pennsylvania, Vermont area.
The estimated strength of field is,
for what it's worth to you, my deer hunting advice may be different than what you're going to get from your local
there
hunters.
are a lot of points on the table. Be smart and get a good finish.
Down in Georgia. Okay, gotcha.
Race, so let's be smart out there.
Yeah, so I mean, I can give you some advice, but definitely ask your local hunters. They're the guys that are going to know.
Catch start 2, car. Catch start 12, car.
Ooh, we're starting in the back. Back. That's what happens when you join a session without knowing what you're doing. Gonna try our best to keep them running into people.
One to go, next time by. About to go green, stay focused.
These cars off.
Time to do your job.
Time to do my job, he says.
Green flag, green flag. Outside. Clear up top, car outside. Stay low, there is a car on the high side. Clear up top. Car outside. Clear outside if you want it. Outside. Clear high. Car outside. Clear high. Outside. Clear outside.
Maybe that's the answer. Just grab a whole shitload of brake going into the corner.
Car outside. Clear high. got wheel damage.
I bet. As long as it's not front wheel damage, we're good.
19.35.
Crazy how sometimes wheel damage will make the car handle better.
Just set your fastest lap of the session.
Like, it's just enough to fix that one thing that's really throwing your car off.
That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 19.341. That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P8 just set the fastest lap. 19.268.
Hey, thanks for the follow, my man. I assume that was a follow. Unfortunately, I'm a little busy to look away from this screen to see what happened over there. But whatever that fancy notification was, man, I really appreciate it. I think rubbing into the wall actually fixed whatever the initial damage was, or at least counteracted it.
20.1. Outside. Outside is clear. The leader is coming up on you. They're not at fight. Car outside.
You mean to tell me that that's not the leader?
Outside. Outside is clear. The leader is running. 19.632. Outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear outside if you want it. Go low. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 9.5 seconds. Ten to go, this time by. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Clear all around. Clear outside if you want it. Car outside. Clear outside if you want it. Car outside. The leader just did a 19.782.
I don't know where I was expected to be in this race, because I wasn't paying attention when they told us that, but I don't know, I'm not doing well.
Outside. Clear outside. Outside. Outside, clear. You got 5 laps to go. You are where we expected to be. Car outside.
Oh, okay.
Clear outside if you want it.
Well, at least I'm
Car
where I'm
outside.
expected to be.
Clear outside if you want it. Two laps to go. 2 to go. Outside. The leader is coming up on you. They're not our fight. Go low. Clear high. Outside. Clear outside if you want it. Outside. Outside. Clear. You just got the white flag. That means 1 more lap to go. Car stop down low. There's the flag. It's over. Great job. You did really well.
Did I? Did I? This track's got me super confused. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Racing Goat. Thanks for following. I appreciate it. I know I couldn't see a minute ago, but I appreciate it. I really do. You should drop a comment too. Talk with me. Ask me a question or something. Firewolf was right though. Before, when I was actually racing, like deer season kind of conflicted with money race season. up here after all of like the standard racing is over, all the points racing is over, everything becomes a money race. It's like a couple hundred to win here, you know, 1,000 to win there, 800 to win here. So it's just like you're constantly chasing to just try to find the place, you know, the place to go racing to find to win a couple $100, which might be all the difference that you need in your budget for next year as far as trying to be, you know, the faster car. Could be the difference between a set of tires or not. Isn't that right, Firewolf? Ooh, a tight little quarter mile with a sweeping backstretch. Here we go, another round. Ooh, this looks yo, Firewolf, doesn't this look almost suspiciously similar to like Starlight or like a bigger version of AMS? I don't know, man. This is gonna be a fun little race here. Although, given its size, it's probably closer to like Frozen Ocean. This could be entertaining. Whoa, 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 whoa. This track is tight, especially for these things.
They're showing us the black flag. You didn't exit the pits safely. You have to drive through the pits without stopping.
Phew! I might be out of my league. I don't even know what to do about this. Gonna need some way more stagger than that. Drop that spring rate down and pray to God we pass. Try to get this thing leaned right over on that right front. Oh, camber caster, shock collar offset. This is the height at which the spring is installed in the chassis, basically used to adjust ride height, make collar offset changes in pairs. Some change for both front wheels, both left wheels, or both left rear, right front, right rear, left front diagonals. Something like that, maybe. See what happens. Try to get this thing over on the right side a little more. See if that doesn't help us. This track is tight though, like too tight. Hmm. Maybe not so much on the right rear. A little more on the right front, though. A little more weight on that one. $50.9. I don't know. I don't know if that's what I want or not. Can't really change that one at all. Camber, caster, spring rate. Wish I could drop that down lower, but I can't. I can up this one though. Guess I could up that one, I suppose. I don't know if I want to set this thing up more like a modified or more like a go-kart or more. I feel like go-kart's the answer. Or maybe I want to set it up more like a sprint car. I would like to be able to drive it like a
Three,
modified. It's
two.
got the power for it. All right. Take some of that rear stagger back out because there's too much right rear drive. Although that is a weird amount of stagger given what this car is. It's like it starts turning and doesn't want to stop. All right, let's just reset the car and see what happens. See if we can come back to some sort of sanity. Maybe that was the part of the problem. Maybe we weren't using the Millbridge setup. I don't even know what to do here. This track is just I don't even know how they intend on getting 10 of us on this track, to be honest with you. This is a go-kart track. I don't care what anybody says. I don't really care that... I don't even care that the game tried to call this thing a quarter mile. This is an eighth on a good day. This car doesn't want to turn or wants to way overturn. Counter steering is like not an option in this car. God damn. I don't think I'm going to be able to race this because I sincerely have no clue what I'm doing. And I don't want to ruin everybody else's racing experience just by trying to prove that I can figure it out in a hurry. You know, that's just not fair to them and it's not fair to anybody else. It is a neat little track, though. Could be interesting for a different class, maybe, like the micro sprints or something. 305s on Lanier. I don't know. I don't really feel like picking any of these up. I've been live for the last hour and 47 minutes. After my long day, man, I really kind of just want to go to bed. Because I'm going to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, trying to bank that time up some more. So I appreciate you guys coming out. Icer, if you really like my content, if you really like what I'm doing here, please drop me a follow. I would really appreciate it, buddy. And I really hope you get that deer this year. Hope you get what you're looking for. So, thanks for coming. Thanks for joining me. I'm actually going to get out of here for tonight.